welcome back. It's been so long, but before you yell at me for not making videos for a hot minute, you can actually thank the jerk who decided to hack into all of my accounts and then charge $5,000 worth of stuff to my Amazon. Every account that I had was hacked, meaning I couldn't even get in to upload a video for y'all. However, I have seemed to fix the problem and I'm back and I'm excited to get back into what I started over a month ago, which is our 50 Shades of Grey giveaways. Also, in case you didn't notice, this is my new Charlie Tango clock. It's awesome. I want to tell you that this is going to be a different kind of book review because for the first time ever, I didn't like the book. Horrible, actually. So I want you to get your Nook, your Kindle, or your actual paperback, your hardback book, or whatever it is that you read off of as we go into this week's, oh, you can't see it, don't worry. So about this man, before we get started on it, there are some disclaimers that I feel you should know that I didn't take into account. The first is that this is actually a British book, so spellings are not exactly the way that I spell things, and instead of pants, they say knickers, and so it does take a hot minute to get over the fact that it's not spoken in American English, but in British English. 2, this is a very long book at 435 pages. So be prepared to spend a hot minute reading this book. 3, if you're like me, when I go to do a book and read it, I usually check Goodreads or I read the Amazon, Barnes & Noble, wherever I'm buying it from, reviews at the bottom. This book review actually had a ton of 1 stars and horrible negative comments about it. However, being a book lover, I usually don't pay attention to what people have to say because if I did, I never would have found 50 Shades of Grey or the Bear to You series. So don't take them too seriously, and neither should you. You should always figure out if a book is good on your own. However, I found out the hard way that all of these people were right. Let's talk about the book. This book is 1 of 3, making it a trilogy, obviously. And it starts out with a character named Jessie and a girl named Ava. Ava is an interior designer and she gets a call to go work on this manor, and when she gets there, she is blown away by the guy who owns it. Go figure, right? The girl would fall in love with the rich dude owning the company or building that they work in. Doesn't sound familiar at all, does it? Except for in every porn book that we read. But she falls in love with Jessie, and it's that they touch, and it's the spark, and it's all the stuff that we expect out of our wonderful books. And from there, it just kind of flattens out. The major mysteries in this entire book is how old is Jessie? We know he's in his 30s or something and she's young at 26. However, that seems to be a really big point throughout the entire book is how old is he? Now, if you're like me, I don't really care how old he is. Only thing I care about is he got a Charlie Tango? And is he fine? Does he got money? You could be 92, and if you look good and sound good in this book, I'm gonna be okay with it. Okay, maybe not 92, maybe I just lied. If you're in your 30s or 40s, I'm gonna be okay with it. However, Ava seems to have a horrible problem with it. So after we go through the Jessie's how old are you, we go back into they're together and she buys the mansion, penthouse at Le Seu is the name of it, I think. I don't know, I don't speak French. If I did, I could tell you. She buys the penthouse that she's worked on. She's designed this entire hotel, she buys it. They finally consummate their spark, and then the next thing you know, she runs for the hills. And that is the main occurrence throughout this book. Now, unlike our 50 Shades of Grey or Bear to You series or any other series that we love, they never actually like each other. And what do I mean by that? I mean that they sex, fight, run away. Have sex, fight, run away. Have sex, fight, run away. There's never a moment where you think they should love one another. Instead, you're like, seriously? Will you pick a side? Do you love each other or do you not love each other? Because at this point, I don't really care. And through all the love ya, don't love ya, don't love you, we have to really take a second to look at Jessie. I hated Jessie within the first 50 pages of reading the book. And usually that doesn't happen for me. I usually love and kind of even fantasize about these guys. However, Jessie is just a douchebag is a great way to actually put it. And that's a really strong word for a character. However, let's go over a few things. Jessie is extremely abusive to me. Christian Grey or Gideon Cross is who I usually reference as being very dominant. They're the alpha male and they want you to obey them, and not in the sense that you do everything that they say, but you do what they say without them being violent. However, I find Jessie not to respect Ava at all. In fact, at one point he asked Ava, if you want me to go, just say I'll leave and you'll never see me again. And she says, Jessie, I want you to leave. While we've seen this in plenty of books play out, and in fact, there have been several of these series where they've actually gone away and it's been the girl that's come back. He actually comes back, breaks down her door, floor, throws a glass up against the sink and shatters it, and kind of yells at her, and he is very abusive. And that is a very fine line in these books, is being dominant and being abusive. And this book found that line and they gladly jumped over it with this character of Jessie. Another reason I didn't like Jessie was the fact that he called her lady. Was I the only one who was completely bothered by that? You have somebody who calls you Angel or Baby or Ace, and you have sweet little nicknames for one another, and yet your nickname for me is Lady. Boys do when they forget your name. And they're like, hey lady. No, my name's Megan. Oh, I thought it was Lady. Nope. My name is definitely Megan. Just didn't like it. Another part in the book that literally made me laugh out loud, and it was when they're in the process of fighting and hating one another, and he finds her at the bar drinking, and she's not allowed to drink. Not allowed to have one sip of alcohol. Yet she's drinking and having a good time. He spots her, and out of nowhere, he wants to dance with her. Now, usually I would find this very attractive and very, very sweet. However, I guess Britain has a very, very strong definition of what sexy is than Americans do. Or maybe I'm just the odd one out. She says that Justin Timberlake is playing, and it's Love Stoned. Really? That's what they play in the club? And let's just say that they do. No 30-year-old man, 30-ish, because we don't know his age. That's a huge mystery. Should not be dancing to Justin Timberlake. However, it goes a step farther. Not only is he going to dance to Justin Timberlake, but the way she describes that he is dressed makes me want to hit him in the face. She describes him as having on his wafers, which are like aviator sunglasses here. He has on board shorts, a Ralph Lauren polo with the collar pop. Seriously? A 30-year-old man with his collar pop, wafers? I don't think so. And dancing to Justin Timberlake's Love Stone? If that doesn't scream I used to be a frat boy, baby, I don't know what does. So I immediately hate the character Jessie. I hate Ava. I hate this entire book. In the end, she finds out she loves him. She finds out the manor is actually like a brothel, and she's all upset. Oh, he runs a brothel. I don't love him anymore. And they hate each other, and they run away, and blah, blah, blah. Seriously, this is how I felt reading the book. Oh my God, how old is he? No, seriously, he is not dancing to Justin Timberlake right now. Look. You wanna read with Mom? No, I wouldn't either. Okay, it's that bad. So in the end, it kind of leaves us with a cliffhanger. We still don't know how old he is. Talk about a scar here and there or how he got it. There's no connection between the characters, and there's also no way I'm reading the second or third book. In fact, if I want to figure out his age, I'm gonna Google it. Here's to saying goodbye to horrible books. There was another book that I read that I absolutely loved, and I hope that you've picked it up, and it's none other than Sylvia Day's Afterburn, and it's amazing. Of course, it's Sylvia Day. Why wouldn't it be? And you can only buy it on ebooks, and right now they have it for $2.99. $2.99, people. There's no excuse for not having this book. So go right now and you buy Sylvia Day's new book. So come back when we are going to go over Sylvia Day's Afterburn, which should be a very quick read because it's only at 100 pages, even from start to finish. 2 months, we get the other half of the book. So it's also a really cool book to read, and it's really quick to read. And come on back, we're gonna go after that and all kind of books that I've read in my absence. And we're back on schedule. So until next time, laters, baby.